Have you ever walked away from a conversation thinking, did I just let them humiliate me? They spoke over you, insulted you, treated you like you didn't matter. And you froze, because yelling didn't feel right. You didn't want drama. You just wanted respect. Here's the truth, people test your boundaries all the time. And the way you respond sets the tone for every future interaction. But power isn't about raising your voice. It's about staying grounded while everyone else spirals. It's about calm confidence that shuts things down, fast. This video is your toolkit. 8 sharp, psychological tactics that help you take back control, without yelling, threatening, or trying too hard. Let's get into it. 1. Would you like to say that again? Picture this, you're in a meeting. A colleague throws a passive-aggressive jab at you in front of others. You feel the heat rise in your chest, but instead of reacting, you look straight at them and say, would you like to say that again? The room goes quiet. They shift in their seat. The power just flipped. This tactic works because it breaks the automatic rhythm of dominance. You're not playing their game, you're resetting the board. Example 2, your sibling rolls their eyes and mocks your goals during a family gathering. You look at them and say, would you like to say that again, in a calm tone. Everyone notices. The tone shifts. You didn't escalate, you rebalanced the room. 2. I only respond to respectful tones. Your partner is raising their voice. You've had this argument before. But this time, you calmly say, I only respond to respectful tones. Then you go quiet. You don't flinch, you don't explain. They either lower their voice, or you walk away. This works because you're not fighting. You're filtering. You're setting a minimum requirement for communication. Example 2, your teenage child is yelling about house rules. You stay quiet until they finish, then say, I only respond to respectful tones. You give them a chance to grow, without giving up your stance. 3. What outcome are you hoping for right now? Imagine your boss is pressuring you into staying late, again. They frame it as being a team player, but it feels manipulative. Instead of snapping, you ask, what outcome are you hoping for right now? Now they have to explain themselves. Suddenly, it's not about guilt, it's about clarity. This question exposes tactics, and when that happens, they lose their grip. Example 2, your partner is emotionally dumping and demanding instant answers. You gently ask, what outcome are you hoping for right now? It stops the spiral and brings the conversation back to purpose. 4. Interesting communication style. Does that work well for you? Your friend constantly interrupts and makes jokes at your expense. You've laughed it off for months. But next time they do it, you pause and say, interesting communication style. Does that work well for you? They freeze. That one line makes them feel what you've been feeling, uncomfortable and exposed. You didn't shame them. You just held up a mirror. Example 2, during a group chat, someone constantly jokes at your expense. You reply, interesting communication style. Does that work well for you? Suddenly, the joker is exposed. No need to argue, you made them think. 5. Silence. Just silence, ***. You're at dinner. Someone mocks your opinion in front of everyone. You don't argue. You don't defend. You simply stare. 10 seconds of silence, and the air gets heavy. They shift, laugh nervously, try to explain it was a joke. But it's too late. Everyone saw what just happened. Silence is confidence with teeth. It forces people to sit in the discomfort they created. Example 2, you're giving a presentation. Someone interrupts and says, that doesn't make sense. You pause. Look. Say nothing. 10 seconds. The silence screams louder than any comeback. 6. We'll continue when your tone changes. A coworker is being rude during a project discussion. They're agitated, sarcastic, dismissive. You raise your hand gently and say, we'll continue when your tone changes. Then you turn to your laptop and say nothing else. That moment is powerful. You're not reactive, you're commanding standards. Example 2, your manager talks down to you on a call. You interrupt politely, we'll continue when your tone changes. Then you mute yourself. They quickly realize the power dynamics just flipped. 7. I disagree, and I don't have to explain myself. You're talking to a relative who always questions your choices. They say, that's a terrible idea. Instead of justifying, you say, I disagree, and I don't have to explain myself. Then you move on. It stuns them. Not because you yelled, but because you didn't ask for their permission. Example 2, a friend pressures you to drink, despite knowing you're cutting back. You say, I disagree, and I don't have to explain myself. Then you move on. Your calm rejection speaks volumes. 8. Walking away. Without drama, ***. Your friend keeps crossing boundaries. You've talked, you've explained, and nothing changes. So one day, they start again, and you don't respond. You grab your things and leave. Calm. Quiet. Done. Later, they'll ask why. But they already know. You don't owe closure to people who disrespect you. Example 2, you're at a party. Someone crosses the line with a joke. You don't respond, don't confront. You walk out. Later, when they text, you simply reply, you know why. That's closure on your terms. Here's the truth. Calm doesn't mean passive. Polite doesn't mean weak. And boundaries don't require approval. When you own your reactions, your presence becomes power. Try one of these the next time someone pushes you. Watch how fast they back off. Because in a world full of noise, calm is the loudest answer.